out your next performer, Marin Jade.
I came from the rent fair today. What? You can't tell.
Could not tell at all.
Could not tell at all. I have no idea what I'm gonna do. I've been switching between songs and songs and songs and songs. So I think, do we want to hear a musical or do we want to hear?
Oh yeah, that's a good point.
Okay. Enslaved. It's actually from Oklahoma. It's not. I don't like Oklahoma.
There's a lunch.
Okay. This is She Used to Be Mine from Waitress. It's not simple to say that most days I don't recognize me. These shoes and this apron, that place and its patrons have taken more than I gave them. It's not easy to know I'm not anything like I used to be, although it's true I was never attention's sweet center. I still remember that girl. She's imperfect, but she tries. She is good, but she lies. She is hard on herself. She is broken and won't ask for help. She is messy, but she's kind. She is lonely most of the time. She's all this mixed up and baked in a beautiful pie. She is gone, but she used to be mine. And it's not what I asked for. Sometimes life just slips in through a back door and carves out a person who makes you believe it's all true. And now I've got you, and you're not what I asked for. If I'm honest, I know I would give it all back for a chance to start over and rewrite an ending or two for the girl that I knew who'll be reckless just enough, who'll get hurt, but who learns how to toughen up when she's bruised and gets used by a man who can love. And then she'll get stuck and be scared of the life that's inside her, growing stronger each day till it finally reminds her to fight just a little, to bring back the fire in her eyes that's been gone but used to be mine. Used to be mine. She is messy, but she's kind. She is lonely most of the time. She is all this mixed up and baked in a beautiful pie. She is gone, but she used to be mine.
And it's a whole other level of awesome with seeing the vampire teeth as they're singing. Love it.
Y'all know you gotta put your hands together at least 5 or 6 more times. To Marin Jade, right? We've got 8 poets left in the open mic portion of the evening, if I did math correctly. If I didn't, there might be a different amount of poets left. But what I need y'all to do right now is I need you to put your hands together for your next poet up to the mic. Y'all, put your hands together for Margaret!
The sacrifice of my body for the sanctity of my blood. God fell from heaven, his consciousness splattered on pavement on my driveway. He died that day. I cleaned him up. Today, his body lives under my porch as a husk, the shedded exoskeleton of something meant to die sooner than we can imagine, the desecrated illusion of form, the sense of self that we discarded for heuristic humanities. His body lives in plastic bags, wrapped tight with saran wrap, labeled with bits of green tape. Today's date. I can feel his eyes on me. Bag number 4. They don't leave the porch, but follow where I go, watching me like a lover would, want like starving hunger, filled with the generosity so few give. They look at me how a mother would look at a child, the knowledge that we are the same, flesh and blood. I am made in her image, an image that has been fragmented, made in bits of a broken mirror, the burden of a reflection that does not show the woman she begs to see. Desire for resemblance I will never carry. I am drowning in God's grief, he cries. For the lover and the loved, he cries, because he knows the fuck can be done. And neither feel loved, he cries. For the mother and daughter, he cries. As he imagines their priority, mirrors that will never align, he cries for me and for him, for my hands that will reach up to heaven, for fingertips that aren't long enough to graze his skin. Heaven is too far away, but the ground would never yield and soften, even to catch its creator. The wetness in his eyes remind me of his dry and bloated tongue, one of the few pieces that saw and wear, the rest not weathered by decay. Bag number 12, the tongue debatedly his only true mouthpiece, rolling around judgment and forgiveness, juggling the taste of reality, deciding on salty sweet with not enough acidity. Drenched in saliva, pre-digestion before the swallow, taking shape and spitting anger, words bubbling up and over, curled into their venom, starting the shape of control. Finishing his words, razor wire sharp, is bag number 8. I hear bag number 8 when I'm alone, hear the screaming of someone I've wronged, the gut punch of anger, blood boiling upon his lips, racking sobs of saturnine sadness, and dipping into the softness of its fragility. Its moribund state translating to the way his voice softens but never begs. I hear it speak heart-wrenching kindness to me, tender, gentle. It speaks softly, lips moving with practice and care, like they're biting into the soft flesh of ripe fruit, like they're waiting to catch the juice before it hits the floor. The clemency I hear in words does not fit their shape, cadence, volume, and structure never quite aligning. I can hear the truth ringing in my ears, tendinitis from words unspoken. I wonder if his hands would soothe the noise in my head, if they would cup my face and wipe away my tears. I wonder if from heaven he saw through the eyes of men whose hands touch my face. I wonder if landing on the pavement felt like landing on my bedroom floor. I wonder if he too fell because he was struck. I wonder if the same hands that held him would destroy him. I did not touch his hands when I packed them up. I do not want to know what creation would do to my skin. His skin lived in my fridge, bags 3, 5, and 13. I carved them up like a roast. I wasn't sure what else to do. These pieces lived in my fridge until I learned God's influence. The flesh always corrupts. Blood ripping memories out, leaving roots dripping and tangled with gore. Bag 13, the only one with skin, became disfigured and distended, contents spilling out and though still contained, taking on new shapes. God is dead in pieces and parts. Maybe one day I'll build him back up. Reshape him in my mind's eye. I'll build him based on the words he sung, on the shape of his tongue, on his ceaseless watching. I'll build him on hands that have only caressed, that have only cupped my face and stroked my jaw with his thumb. I'll build him based on the way his body breaks, and with him he takes on meat that would feed a different kind of beast. God is nothing but bags under a porch. Remember this on my judgment day.
Margaret! That's so good! Oh my gosh, somebody has to follow that shit. Not me. I got to give it up for your next poet, Laura!
Hello. Hi. This is my first time reading up here. I wrote this 20 years ago when I was in college. And I'm going to read it twice because the first time I will be reading it in Russian, which is how I wrote it, and then I will read the translation in English. I am not fluent in Russian anymore at all. So if you do actually speak Russian, I apologize. Я была готова прощаться, когда я была с ним, я не любила себя. Он использовал меня, он отпросил меня, но я не могу сказать ему нет. Я разбудила его, я сказала, мне нужно уехать. Его глаза и голос были усталыми. Он протянулся меня обнять, сказал тихо, я люблю тебя. Я не ожидала, что он это скажет. Он не лгал, он был слишком устал. Если я раньше думала, что я не могла сказать ему нет, теперь я совсем не могу. Я не могу прощаться теперь. Я тоже люблю тебя. And the English. I was ready to say goodbye. I did not like myself when I was with him. He used me, he cast me aside, but I could not say no to him. I woke him. I said, I have to leave. His eyes and voice were full of sleep. He reached out to hug me. He said quietly, I love you. I did not expect him to say that. He wasn't lying, he was too tired. If I thought before that I couldn't say no to him, now I can't at all. I can't say goodbye now. I love you too. Thank you.
That applause going for our next poet coming up to the stage. I'm not sure if we've had them before or not. If we have, I wasn't here for it. So please, give a big round of applause for Kay. Kay coming? Do I see a Kay? There's Kay!
Hey y'all. I did not come from Redford. This is just how I look all the time.
Finally, somebody that's on.
Oh, I'm not honest, but thank you. Thank you personally. This one is called When I Think of Rome. Ruins used to make me mourn things that used to be history. But now when I think of Rome, I think of a new thing. Because it became a new thing and stayed the same. It was a city full of people, and now it's still a city of people. But Joseph turned to Joe, tall came down to low. A mother called out to the first Marcus. For a time, he was just her Marcus. Thousands of mothers would call out to their Marcus like she had before, but to them, Marcus is only hers. As thousands of pillars that used to hold up arches, numerous to the point of neglect, now are worship relics. A videotape adapted into a sentence. A field adopted the gravestone. A sentence that beckons the imagination to come forth and explain the things unseen. The smell of bread baked 2 millennia ago, the sound of horses outrunning children's laughter. Every quiet moment shared between only 2 people. And what a gift it is. To not just recall, but to guess. To remember that not witness. To become something new entirely. To look at the things one was. To look through the things never been. And to find the new creation standing before you, so vividly with scars fading like screams. There was a new noise today. In the morning when my curtains leaked the sun, it was a new history to be written that I was blessed to be the subject of. Through screams and the worries, the laughter and the fury, each chapter is a story, some written just for me. What a joy it is indeed. Thank you.
Y'all keep it going for Kay. We're gonna keep moving right along, y'all. Put your hands together for your next poet up to the mic, coming all the way from wherever they currently are, Frankie Sunshine!
So my mother and I, we are co-founders of this business called Bespoke Jewelry and Remembrance Art. It is cremation work, resin work, and dried flower work. We can do rings, earrings, bracelets, we can even do eyeglass frames. So if you would like more information about that, you can see me after or whatever. The poem that I wrote is actually it's new shit. It's called Don't Tell Me to Breathe. Therapists will tell you to practice deep breathing. Breathing tips seem shallow for such fancy certifications. Certifications that should have told you that breathing deeply won't extinguish the fire in my lungs, it's only going to ignite the flames. Flames like the one from my lighter, sparking my tobacco. Tobacco is another reason I can't do your inhale, exhale bullshit. Bullshit advice to give to someone whose panting lungs are teetering on thin ice. Ice hard stare, state procedure to tell me to breathe into a paper bag. Bags of taxes collected off of this pitiful guidance. Guidance? I'm inhaling carbon dioxide while my brain's already telling me I'm dying. Dying is a strong word.
I swear I felt it at the time. Time running through my fingers like sand inside an hourglass. I'm supposed to breathe. Breathe what? What to breathe in when I feel like I'm down to my final moments. Moments I involuntarily take for myself, focusing on my shortcomings. Shortcomings I notice once my blood pressure begins rising. Rising intolerably, quickly, my mind fills with static. Static energy coursing my veins, ricocheting beneath the surface until my nervous system's shredded. Shredded through my chest, lungs seized up where my anxiety's been embedded. Embedded in total darkness, aspirating on dreams, desires, now what seems punishingly lofty. Lofty expectations crushing my windpipe until nothing comes out except a whisper. Whispering to myself, just breathe. Just breathe, it's okay. Okay? You don't have to tell me to breathe. I say it every day until I'm blue in the face. Face me with new suggestions, new tactics. I never know when that breath or that mantra will be my last. Last night, I thought about my final breath, what emotions would be steamrolling through my very existence. Existence that no longer feels happiness. Happiness, such a dark place. Waiting for the dopamine to dip low again and again. Again, I'm asking for better recommendations. Recommendations I can use to keep breathing. Thank you.
Called the wrong name earlier. I'm so sorry, Frankie. I'm very bad at names. So, beautiful job. Please give a huge round of applause for our next poet coming up to the stage, Andrea Mitchell.
On stage was actually at Link's poetry venue when I was 12 years old. I performed with my girl Sarah, and I haven't performed again in like 10 years. The last one I did was like a month ago, and then they closed down afterwards. So my luck hasn't been great, but I'm going to read.
Which venue was that?
I think it was do you remember it? I think it was Bring the Noise. In Cincinnati. I came all the way up from Cincinnati because Cincinnati doesn't have a big poetry venue anymore.
No, where, like here? Was it here?
No, it's like your old one. You have like a bar.
Canal Street. Yeah, okay.
Yeah.
I was like, I knew the name sounded familiar. I'm like, oh.
My mom featured. She's Cheryl Morton, and so I have been raised in poetry, and I am finally old enough to start doing my own. So. This is called Aphrodite's Critic. I wrote it after watching a TikTok of someone going to a museum calling Aphrodite fat. They used to call us muse. Like that word wasn't a chain disguised as worship. Like we were nothing but mirrors for their genius, polished bodies they could project divinity onto. Men wrote hymns to hips, built cathedrals from collarbones, worshipped at the altar of thighs and called it art. Every curve a cathedral arch, every breast a bell tower, bringing holy, our bellies were earth. Our backs were bridges, our mouths were wells they lowered their buckets into, pulling up inspiration as if our essence was a spring. And yet centuries later, some man in cargo shorts with grease under his fingernails and air where his philosophy should be stands in front of Aphrodite, the goddess who split seas with men with a glance, and says, she's fat. Fat. As if the stone could shatter under his spit, as if he has ever been worshipped, as if he has ever held the weight of eternity on his body. Tell me, how do you measure marble with a bathroom scale? How do you laugh at the hips that split oceans, birthed nations, held entire bloodlines in their sway, when all your body ever built was a dent in the couch Christian. Once they trembled before us, now they scroll. Once they painted us saints, now they swipe left. History wrote us holy, and many today call the mother of gods a 6 out of 10. Do you see the rot? How the same hands that once lit candles at our feet now strike matches to burn us down. They do not know reverence, only ridicule. They do not see us as muses, only memes. But let me tell you this: stone remembers, paint remembers, songs remember. We are not shrinking for their gaze. We are not bending for their bargain bin worth. We are not starting to fit into their flickering screens. We are the cracked marble that still stands, the oil paint that never fades, the hymn that haunts the cathedral walls long after the priests are gone. We are not muses. We are makers. We are not carved. We carve. We are not silent scripture. We are gospel in motion, a storm dressed in skin, thunder stitched into our veins. So let them sneer. Let them joke. Let them whittle themselves small on message boards. Let them fumble with their flimsy tongues. Because the future will not echo their insults. The future will not remember their usernames. The future will remember us, goddesses with stomachs full of flame, hands inked in rebellion, hips that refuse to bow. We were art. We still are art. We never stopped being inspirations. Our museums just got conversion therapy. And when the marble crumbles and their laughter rots into dust, we will still be standing, sharp, holy, unyielding, not muse, not mirror, but makers.
After that shit, we need a fresh mic. No. Give it up one more time! Next time, don't make 10 years!
So somebody does have to follow that.
Hey, Jonathan. Real quick, programming note. The kitchen closes in 15 minutes. So the kitchen closes in 15 minutes. Last call for pizza and pretzels and snake bite wings.
Man, those snake bite wings are just the fucking best.
Pretzel bites are so fucking good.
So I've got bad news for somebody in this building. Luckily, he already knows he's getting the bad news. That makes my job easier. Y'all put your hands together for the next poet up to the mic. Evan!
Alright, so this one actually requires a little bit of explanation. Unless everybody in here is familiar with the lore of the first season of Star Trek. So, the Kobayashi Maru.
It's not mentioned until the second movie.
Okay, well, fair enough. There you go.
This one went down.
So, the Kobayashi Maru, get that real quick, is an impossible test designed to be unwinnable that is given to Starfleet captains, and they're not supposed to have a way to win. It's just to see how they handle the stress of saving people or getting killed by Klingons. Captain Kirk cheats. He hacks the game and wins it, more or less. Hacks the simulation and wins it. And so, this is a response piece I wrote to him, kind of. You'll see. Mr. Kirk, do you understand the meaning of an unwinnable battle? You are measured by your ability to live your life according to the consequences your actions wrought. How you deal with this impossible question is what makes you a captain of the future and not a corpse of the past. You have not won the game, Mr. Kirk, you have cheated. You have decided that you alone are above consequences and that your putrid words would fall upon the masses who would look to you as a hero. So I write this eulogy with all the disdain I am able, Mr. Kirk. You have never escaped the Kobayashi Maru. The Klingons will take their pound of flesh, and you don't get to choose whose.
Yo!
I'm not gonna lie, I just like glanced at Evan's shirt and I almost said keep it going for Bobby Hill. Keep it going for Bobby Hill!
Dennis Bobby, a boy in pride.
Right. My little brother, who's 10 years younger than me, almost 9 years, he looks exactly like grown-up Bobby Hill in the new Hulu series. And it's like half entertaining and half like really stressful for me because I'm like, you're a child, but he's actually like, how old am I? He's like 23 years old. He's old. Don't ask how old I am. What?
Does he own a fusion restaurant?
Fucking I wish. Nah, he just lives at home with my mom, so. Nah, he does cool shit. Please give a huge round of applause for the next poet coming up to the stage. I believe, unless my math is bad, and it might be because I'm bad at math, this might be our penultimate poet of the open mic.
Oh my God!
That's so cool. All right. Did you know that? Have you guys watched Sopranos? Did you know that Adriana literally got her job because when she did the reading, instead of saying like "ouch," which she was supposed to say, she said "oucha." Anyways, I thought that was very funny. Oucha. Please give me a round of applause for our next poet, Laura.
You guys, Morgan was celebrating her anniversary with Morty at the Renaissance Fair and may have consumed a wee bit more alcohol than she initially had intended to before coming to the show this evening. As a result, the wrong poet's name had been called. So, if you all could just, with the same amount of enthusiasm you just had, put your hands together for Lisa!
This is my first open mic. I moved to Dayton like a year ago, and it's like my second night out ever, so thank you. It's been a lovely, lovely evening. I got a poem called Crazy Enough. It's something, I write poems sometimes, and I was scrambling because I thought I had accidentally signed up for that. I thought it was all for one, like, if you're in the open mic, you're also in the slam later, and I was scrambling for all my papers earlier. Luckily, I just got to do one poem, and this is one that I put on, I think TikTok, an account that I probably deleted or deleted the video or something like that, because it got like 62 views and no likes. But here it is for you guys. I hope you like it. It's called It Crazy Enough. I've never been crazy enough to do anything too great. I try my best when things get rough, but my efforts are always too late. I must live my life to my fullest expression. I have too many ideas in my head. Don't worry, this is me out of depression. Living any less, I would rather be dead. Is it crazy enough to get your attention? Unfortunately, that is what I crave. It's the Leo in me that causes this tension. Time to feel inspired and be brave. This world is fucking mad out there. Contradictions at every angle. Look too close and nothing seems fair. Stare too long, you'll be lost in the wrangle. Is it crazy enough to show you yet that we are the ones who create? Pointing the fingers is easier, I bet, than finishing them what's on your plate. The system is broken, they say it's corrupt, but we know what good it can do. I say kindly, no need to be abrupt. Manifestation starts with you. This world is a testing ground, the biggest game you can play. The key is hidden where the soul is found. Are you crazy enough to go that way? Thank you.
We might be a cult if it's tax beneficial. Okay. Do you think the keyword on the IRS's website is cult?
Is this not a religious service?
I mean, I think whether or not this is a religious service is really up to you as the individual attending it.
If we can get
But that's my opinion.
That's not very culty. I gotta say that.
If Australia can certify Jedi as an official religion, I think we can pull this shit off.
Listen, just because the United States doesn't recognize the Jedis doesn't mean that Australia's wrong. Maybe it means we're wrong, Link. Maybe it means we're wrong. You know what would be wrong, though? Not calling our final poet of the open mic up before we take this thing any further off course. Y'all, put your hands together for AhJohnny Allen!
Hi guys, this is my first open mic. The poem I'm going to be performing for you all today is called 365. You know, I remember the night I relapsed. It honestly felt like my whole body collapsed. In fact, the attraction of the razor was so deep that I cut again and again and again. I forgot how good it felt when the razor touched my skin. It was like a rush of adrenaline, and though I knew it was a sin, I did it. I had made it so long I reached a year. So not only do I cut, but I have to make a cut for every tear and propose a cheer to my peers about how I preach for absence for somebody who was actively acting in order of what they fear. Yes, I am a hypocrite. I tell people to quit when I know I can't stop myself, and honestly, I feel like I need help. But if I am there for you, then who is there for me? Because if I tell you how I'm feeling, there is no guarantee that you'll believe the advice that I gave to you before. When I know that this part of my heart is sore, but I can't soar because every time I fly into an open hole, it just seems like a closed door. There's been many times I tried, cried, and wish I had died that night that I sliced, and I made a promise to one person that I'd never cut my arm again, but when we lost our bond, it's like somehow the razor just ended up in my hand, and I did it. I lost it. All 365 days. I know I said I'd never cut my arm again, but that isn't what's displayed when you check my left arm. I call it my battle scars because the battle of elevation is what I'm facing, and to my destination I have not yet arrived, but the battle in oneself is the difference between evil and kind, and I'm finding my place between the two. But the only thing I knew placing me between the two is you, and now that I don't have you, I don't know what to do, but I have to stand on my pride that night that I cried and wish you had died, and we exchanged word for words that my mind can't put aside this pain that you inflicted. I'm gifted, but I quit this, this life shit. I'm done training. I'm really just deciding on if I should keep fighting or let you win. But if you win, then I give in, and everybody loses a loving, caring friend. But see, that depends, because did y'all ever really there? When I needed somebody who was ever really there, I wish you could have seen the look on your face when I walked out that door, and I promised I wouldn't come back here anymore. And no, we haven't had a conversation since that night. But inside, I still try to find the good times, but I just cry, because I would have never expected this from you. It was what you said, true. You said you love me, but my love don't feel like this. Love don't make you want to inflict pain upon yourself and call it quits. Love don't cause beating and bruising and winning for losing. It's like a chemical reaction, and if I act the wrong thing, then you blow up. And my question to you is, did you ever really grow up? Did you heal before causing hurt? Do you even know your own self-worth? If you take the chemical reaction and try to take it back, that's when you realize there's no retraction from that action. You said what you said, now stand on it with passion.
and gentlemen, trans fans, anything happen to dance? We're going to take a 15-minute break. The kitchen's open for 4. Count them 4 more minutes if you want that last minute order. There you go. We've got the slushies are already gone. We do